different, splitting the time, splitting the payments.
I'm just going to let y'all watch this shit with me.
Hasn't been determined yet, but it will shortly be determined, and people want to go big as opposed. Everybody seems to want to go big, and they want to get to the recovery. The big day is, the big thing we can do is get rid of this horrible...
I want y'all to hear how fucking retarded. Listen to this.
Unseen enemy, you call it, there's 1,000 different terms for it, but whatever, it snuck up on us.
He said the unseen enemy snuck up on us.
128 countries, I think it's in something
the
like
unseen
that.
enemy snuck up on us in 20-something countries.
Contagious, very, very contagious virus.
Consider America to be on a wartime footing in terms of fighting this virus?
I do. I actually do. I'm looking at it that way because, you know, if it got out of control, the big thing we did was a very early stoppage of people coming in who could be very, very heavily infected.
This man said China. It came from China.
Very early, very, very early. Most people, professionals, they didn't want us to do it.
It's a China disease. It's a China.
I look at it. I view it as in a sense, a wartime president. I mean, that's what we're fighting. I mean, it's.
His man said we're at war with the
It's a very
coronavirus.
tough situation. You have to do things. You have to.
My man said we're at war with the coronavirus.
6 weeks ago, we're the best,
The unseen
we're the best
enemy.
economy we've ever had. And then one day you have to close it down in order to defeat this enemy. And but we're doing it, and we're doing it well. And I tell you, the American people have been incredible.
I want to hear what the fuck he said when dude asked him about the rich people. I want to hear this man say this is a story. Hold on, they asked this man. Here we go. This might be it.
Canadian border. What was the tipping point? Friday we talked about it, and Monday you said no, we're not considering closing.
No, I said not yet. I spoke with the Prime Minister, Trudeau. Very good relationship. It's just that we want to isolate from the standpoint we don't want people coming into contact, because that's the way we're going to win this war. That is so important. And we
This man said this is the unseen enemy.
Trade. It's non-essential. It's non-essential crossing. Good for both countries. Yes, please.
The second question, Mr. President, how can you be sure that trade is not going to be a vector of the virus? How can you be sure that trade and everything that's being shipped from one side...
Well, they're doing it in a very careful manner. But
this man has called this the unseen virus. He said we're at war.
Could look something like 250.
He said we're at war with the coronavirus.
Another $250 billion.
That's not, I want to hear him say this is a story of life. I want to hear him say this is.
Big numbers, and a lot of it happened. I mean, some people could say it was somebody's fault.
Okay, this is where it was. Hold on. This is the funny part.
Playing with a lot of numbers, a lot of very big numbers, and a lot of very small numbers. Frankly, we want to take care. We have to help everybody. It was nobody's fault. This happened.
It was nobody's fault.
Some people could say it was somebody's fault, actually. But it was nobody's fault, and certainly none of these companies that all of a sudden had no passengers in planes and had no
It was nobody's fault.
Cruise ships.
Well, it was somebody's
all of the
fault.
things that have happened. But I will say that they can't be blamed for this, and we want to keep those companies vibrant, because there's going to be a comeback very, very quickly as soon as this is solved, and it will be solved. We will win, and there will be a comeback. And
He said, "Soon as we win." Are we losing right now? Are we
30 million Americans.
Are we losing? This is the unseen enemy. We're losing the war right now, but when we win.
I don't want to say that because it's a moving. These are all every number that you mentioned. Yes, we've talked about those numbers. We're also.
I want them to ask this man about the testing. This man said it's the story of life.
There's a great bipartisan effort going on that I haven't really seen before to this extent.
On the self-swab that you mentioned at the beginning of this, has the FDA approved that test?
No, they're looking at it. They're looking. It's down the line, and they're looking
Here we
at it
go.
very seriously. And I think it would be a great thing, because the others, to use a nice word, it's very inconvenient.
Oh God.
It's very tough.
For you, sir. You tweeted this morning about your approval rating amongst Republicans. You have said that you give yourself a 10 in terms of handling this crisis. How do you reassure Americans at home who don't trust you to handle a crisis?
Well, I think we're doing a really good job. We started off with a termination of the border, the people coming in from China, where this all started. That meant they took it very seriously. And when I use the word calm doesn't mean that I'm not taking it seriously. Calm means, and we should be calm. We should be extremely calm. But yeah, 95% within the Republican Party, and
I don't think he knows what calm means.
And I also have compare this to within this country, and you look at what's happened over the years. This is being handled very, very professionally. We have the greatest professionals in the world. The level of contagion
very professionally. We have the greatest professionals in the world.
Incredible, actually. Nobody's seen anything quite like this.
We have the greatest professionals. We have the greatest professionals.
For a second, if federal officials have shipped millions of tests, as you and your colleagues have said, why, as the federal government says, have only 59,000 tests been processed to this point? We just heard from the Atlanta public health director saying that they have fewer than 50 test kits for more than 900,000 citizens.
Yeah,
Where are the
well,
tests?
I'll let Mike answer that.
So that's a very critical question, and thank you for asking it.
No. This nigga said some shit. He's not slick. He's not slick.
It allows me to test it. It's now.
He's not slick. I don't give a fuck what she's talking about. She's lying. They're all lying, but he's the funny one. He's why we're on here today. I hope I didn't miss it, because I don't feel like listening to this bitch.
Athletes getting tests while others are waiting in line.
This is it. This is it.
Non-symptomatic professional athletes getting tests while others are waiting in line and can't get them. Do the well-connected go to the front of the line?
Well, you'd have to ask them that question. I've read. No, I wouldn't say so, but perhaps that's been the story of life. That does happen on occasion. Where some people have been tested fairly quickly. Look, we inherited a very...
It's out of fucking control. They asked our president. They asked our fucking president why the rich people get tested first. This man said they asked our president why the rich people get tested first. This man, it's been a story of life. It happens on occasion. Like, you have to ask them how they get to the front of the fucking line. I'm telling you right now, this shit is a joke. I'll tell you this, don't nobody on this bitch know somebody who has the coronavirus besides Kevin Durant. I don't want to hear nobody. You don't know a nigga that has it. You just been watching the news. I feel like Kevin Durant woke up this morning talking about, nigga, I got the corona. I'm not going to go there. This shit is a joke. Donald Trump is a fucking joke. I tell you this, you better watch out. You better watch what they got coming, because Donald Trump ain't playing no games. No games. Appreciate you for watching.
That's the story of life.
That's just the story of life. I tell you this, I appreciate you for watching. I just wanted to get on there and show y'all this shit. Donald Trump's out of fucking control. Peace and blessings.